Hi everyone, welcome to Weekly Cooking with Becky, and I am so happy to have you here on Living Low Carb with Becky. Make sure you hit subscribe and also make sure to give me a like or a comment, and feel free to follow me on Facebook at Living Low Carb with Becky. So I don't have a recipe to share today. I have some hacks. Like literally I've been running errands, I've been home 10 minutes and we are late for dinner. So we are going to do quesadillas. Quesadillas can be such a quick meal. What I have already done, and I literally have paper plates, is I have already put out a cup and a half of lettuce. And all I have done is gotten out some Hidden Valley Ranch, some Olive Garden Italian. You can use olive oil, vinegar, some good low carb dressings. So we've got the vegetables taken care of, done. Now we're just gonna work on some quesadillas. So Mission Low Carb makes a low carb tortilla. La Banderita, which is what I am using, makes one that's 4 grams of net carbs. Or frankly, if you're catching this video and you're not low carb, just use whatever tortilla you want. The other thing that I'm going to be using is a quesadilla maker. It looks like this, and it will turn green. There's a light up at the front when it is ready and nice and hot, which is almost there. So one of the things is, first of all, you don't have to have this device. If you want to in a skillet, let me just tell you, if you want to do it in a skillet, just use avocado oil or olive oil spray or butter or something, because you want the outside of your tortilla to be restaurant quality goodness. So you want to be able to have that taste or that flavor, and if you use a dry tortilla, you're not going to get it. So even though I'm using a quesadilla maker, I am going to use olive oil spray and low carb. It has no carbs and no calories. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be making 3 different types of tortillas. First one, plain old cheese quesadilla. Plain old cheese quesadilla. For this one, I would recommend using a 2 cheese blend. So I just have Colby Jack in the fridge. If you have Mexican 4 cheese blend or whatever, it will work. So mine is preheated and ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and lift the lid, but I'm just gonna kind of walk you through it. And like I said, you could be melting butter on your stove. But one of the keys, I don't know if you can see that, but I just sprayed this, and I'm now gonna put that down directly because we want it to have that fried taste, even though we're not really frying it. Kind of like when you air fry foods. You're not really frying it, but you get that air fried taste, and it's so good. And you just fill up the inside. So if you have one of these makers, maybe leave me a comment that you have one of these makers. I'm just curious who does. If not, they're just so amazing. Fill it up with as much cheese as you want. The only thing I will tell you, I'm putting the other tortilla on top, adding a little spray here. The only thing that I will tell you is if you do not have one, you can't make it on the stove. But they're cheap, and they're so good, so easy to clean. While that is cooking, I am going to get ready for the next one. I have some lunch meat. So what I'm going to do is first I need to moisten it up. It's just been regular lunch meat. I'm just gonna add a spritz of olive oil, the same as drizzling a little olive oil in there. I wanna make sure we get some moisture added. And I want it to taste similar to like a taco. So I am literally just going to shake in a couple seasonings. You don't have to add much at all. I'm adding a little paprika. I'm adding literally a splash of chili powder. It's just like homemade taco seasoning. I'm leaving out a few things in taco seasoning only because we're making a quesadilla. So just trying to get some of those flavors in. Cumin, those are the top 3, in case you didn't know. Those are the top 3 seasonings in the taco seasoning. So I'm just literally shaking a little bit of each in. And because of the olive oil, I'm just mixing it around with my fingers. I don't know if you can tell, but now it's seasoned. So seasoned and brown. So we now have taco flavored chicken for the chicken and cheese tacos. So that's done and ready. Next up, I have shredded beef. Same thing, I want to moisten it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to it. Moisten it up a little bit. And I'm just gonna add some steak seasoning. Steak and cheese always taste well together. So I'm just gonna add a little steak seasoning to that one and give it a good toss. And then your meat now is adding flavor to the cheese. I'm gonna grab a paper towel. I'm thinking the cheese one might be ready to take out and we can assemble the chicken one. Let me take a little peek here. Oh, I overfilled. Of course I did, because that is what I do. That's a Becky thing. So I'm grabbing a pair of tongs because I overfilled my tortillas. But it looks amazing. The other thing, I don't know if you can see, they come in these wedges. I'm gonna cut that in just a minute for you guys. But let's get going on the next one. Once again, we want that fried taste. So, just spraying, and you'll notice this is going like so fast. This time, a lighter layer of cheese. And you'll notice my meal is coming together ridiculously fast, which is what is so nice and easy about this. So I'll do the chicken one now. Get some extra protein. So the chicken one, remember I just seasoned it with some cumin, paprika, and some chili powder, just to your liking. And I'm now gonna just sprinkle some around, and I use some olive oil to just add some moisture back into it because nobody wants a dry quesadilla. Nobody wants one. I have a little bit extra later, so if we choose to make an extra quesadilla, if not, it makes a good Southwest salad. Just anybody who wants to know that. Put 2 cheeses on your salad. Add that for a topping. Add a Southwest dressing on it. Oh my goodness, next day you've got yourself that. While that is cooking, trying to make sure this all goes quickly, but you'll see I kind of spread out that. Just use a pizza cutter. I'm trying to go quickly here. And you'll just see they just literally break off right where they scored in there. So there are 3 of us in the family, so we each get 2. Nice and simple math. And I'm doing this whole video in one take, and I just want you to see how quickly this meal is literally just coming together. So 2 per plate that already has salad on it. Because like I said, I just got back from running errands. So those are already cut up, waiting for the next one. Pretty easy. Meanwhile, let me just tell you what else I have. I'm leaving the tortillas out. If my husband or my daughter should want more, we'll leave that on. Leave that out. I also have some sour cream out for toppings. Sour cream is great for low carb. Salsa for dipping is great. I messed up. I was going to actually make guacamole in front of you. This thing is about 3 days away from being ready. It is still hard. So I'm not making guacamole for you. But if you had that, or if you just wanted to slice it up, if you didn't want to make the time, just have a avocado and slice it up and put literally, just take one of these, lay a slice on top with some sour cream, dip it into your salsa, and you've already got your flavored meats and stuff in there. Pretty easy. This one's almost ready. I didn't overfill that one. Nice and easy. So here's the deal. There's 1 gram of carbs in cheese per serving. Per serving is 1/4 of a cup. We're gonna make 6 slices, so you're probably only gonna have one carb in all of your cheese. 6 slices is 1.5 tortillas, which means instead of 4 net carbs, you're gonna have 6, so that's 7 carbs. I can't do a calorie count, I'm doing this quickly. And meat has none, so it's a 7 carb dinner. So if it fits in your day and it's fast. And for low carb people, this is great. Swap outs while I'm doing this. If you are clean keto, because this fits 30 keto, but if you're clean keto, or any other type of lifestyle where you need to have lesser carbs, I'm gonna get the meat one going. There are recipes on Google, some of you guys have done that, on making cauliflower tortillas, almond flour tortillas. You can make tortillas literally only out of cheese. They look pretty good too, I just haven't done it. But you can do that, and then you don't even need to worry about the inside. You just put your meat, and maybe with the meat, here's an idea. I didn't do it today because of time. With this steak and steak seasoning, what about some sliced peppers and onion and cheese inside with your meat? I bet you just took that quesadilla to another level. Not just the steak and cheese quesadilla anymore. Now it's kind of like a quesadilla fajita in what? Can you guys say that? Quesadilla fajita in what? Sorry about my dog. This is the third and final one. 3 different quesadillas in this entire video. And, oh yeah, I guess it would help if I put a tortilla on top. 7 carbs for the entire meal, for those of you that followed that. Calories are gonna depend on the type of meat and cheeses you use, but meats are 0 carb, so it's still low carb, paleo, healthy, living, diabetic friendly. All of that stuff is in there. Just clean keto peeps, swap out your tortillas for a different version. So I'm gonna go back to cutting this one up. And like I said, I messed up on the avocado, but if I were thinking about it, I would just literally slice the avocado, not even make guacamole, and just put a slice on each top, put a little dollop of sour cream, and then dip it into the salsa. And I've already seasoned the meat that's inside with the cheese. So it's not just a plain chicken and cheese. I've seasoned it. Make sure you moisten it with just a little dab of olive oil. And if you use a spray, you don't have any carbs. So that's what I have for you guys. Pretty quick and easy. You'll see my plate is filling up. I mean, it's a big meal. One more to go, and then I'm just gonna leave stuff out for the fam bam if they wanna make any more. Ooh, bubbling sounds. I overfilled again, guys, I overfilled again. I like me my quesadillas. But like I said, you can make them on your stovetop. You just every single time need to melt some butter in the bottom of the pan. Same thing, and then make sure you melt a little bit more before you flip. You can do them in the microwave, guys. These are quick and easy meals for when you are running behind. Nobody's gonna judge you. And you can make it super healthy. Feed the whole family. Let me check. About 1 more minute. And then I'll show you my plated up meal. Start to finish, the whole thing in under 15 minutes. And you've got your meat, your protein, your veggies. Yeah. You got it all. You got it all. Good. All right, let me take this one out. Ooh, hot mama. All right, let me just cut this one up. You've seen me cut, so I'll just do this really quickly. So at our house, everybody's getting 2 cheese, 2 chicken, taco chicken and cheese, and 2 steak with steak seasoning and cheese. But totally next time I'm thinking about adding peppers and making like a fajita cheese quesadilla in one. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot. Okay. So guys, this is what it looks like. That's a full plate for 7 carbs. Full plate, dinner, 15 minutes, done. I hope you like it. I hope I just gave you some ideas, and no 2 bites will be alike. All right, until next time, bye.